Well, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, 11 a.m. Central Time, and it's time for my live every week, every Tuesday. I am going to link up my laptop so I can see questions and hopefully answer them when you ask them. I get very distracted as I'm working and sharing, so I don't always see all the questions. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Oh, it's loading. All right. Good morning, Susan. First one on today. Yes, you made it. Okay, hopefully a few more will pop on as we work. So there is exciting news this morning. I'm going to get to that in a little bit. What I have in front of us here is, hi Karen, welcome, is the new catalog. So if you don't have one and you don't have a demonstrator to order from, let me know. We can just send me a message and we'll talk about how I can get you a catalog. They should be received by most of my customers. I have a few who said, oh, my friend got theirs, but I didn't get mine yet. So I'm sorry, but I am not in control of your mail person. I've heard, now this may be a rumor, that they can kind of set aside catalogs and magazines and not always deliver them in the time that they receive them. I could be wrong, but this is a rumor that I've heard. So sometimes if they have too much mail, they will put it off for another day, is what I've heard. So anyway, hopefully you have one. If you don't, let me know. If you don't have a demonstrator. Good morning, everybody. So yeah, there's exciting news. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, but first let's go over door prizes. So last week, I decided to offer these faceted gems, elegant faceted gems for somebody who commented, and these cards, including some fun fold cards. These are for the guys, looking forward to Father's Day and whatnot. So yeah, these 4 cards are going to be given to somebody who shared last week. And the winners are, we have Melanie Foy, I believe she gets the cards, and Kathy gets the gems. So congratulations, gals. Thank you so much for sharing, commenting, keeping this thread going. I really appreciate that. Now this week, I have some great prizes. I have some in-color designer paper. I think this is half a pack of the 5 colors that are retiring. I looked on the last chance list and it looks like the ink refills are gone and the in-color ink bundle is gone. But I think the cardstock and inks are still available, as are the twine. Now you get this twine with that. That's for commenting. And for sharing, you will be in the drawing for the At the Pond stamp set. Cute little 2-step stamp set for lots of 2 steps here for sharing. So this is, I think it was a former host set, if I remember right. So if you like creating scenes or little frogs, this will be a good set for you. We have so many scenic papers that this could work with. So that's for sharing. So be sure to share. This is for commenting. I'll draw prizes next week. Okay, so this morning there was a clearance rack refresh. So I don't know if you went on to look, but if you go to shopwithleanne.com, then go and then look at the down under shopping the categories, and if you go to specials, you can find the clearance area. It wasn't quite as big as it's been in the past, but there's still some great items on there. Oh, some fabulous deals. One of them that I actually still have kits to go with this was the Berry Christmas. And you get, I think it's 20 cards in envelopes for $4. And you can get a full pack. This is half a pack of the Berry Christmas cards and card pack, I should say. So you get the 3x4s. This is one of the memories and more. So great, cute little scenes and things that you can use. So to make your Christmas cards, if you want to make some fast cards, this is the way to go. So to make 20 cards, it'll cost you $8. Now that is a deal. So I don't know if you're, I know it's really early for Christmas, but the Memories and More cards are fabulous for quick cards. So that's one of the type of things. There's a lot of designer paper. $4.80 instead of $12.50. Lots of dies. I think one of the die sets was the Night Divine dies. You do not need the stamp set. It makes the creche and the Mary and Joseph and yeah, the animals. Those are all die cuts that make great silhouettes. They're only 13 something instead of like 30. So really, really great deals on the clearance rack. Okay, and there's still the last chance list going on, so things are going away. It seems like a lot of stamp sets and some dies are the first things that are gone, it looks like, when I look at the inventory status report. So these are the items that are unavailable right now. Now there's a few more that I didn't put on here that I don't know, I just don't like to make the list look too long, but we are out of the StazOn Memento refills and the Memento ink pad, but just for another week or two. One thing that's long again is the Modern Oval Punch. That'll be another month. The Bow Punch, again, almost a month. And the Hexagon Punch got pushed back to May. So a few things, some of the, let's see, coffee swirl dots are back in stock, as well as the ribbon. There's a few things on here that, but not as many popular items. So it's not too bad as far as what's not available. Okay, so I have the new catalog here, and they told us that May 1st there is a starter kit special. So what this special is about is the in colors. So these in colors you will receive if you decide to purchase the starter kit for $99. You get another $82 in free product. So that means $207 in product for $99. So you get all 5 new ink pads, the in colors, a whole pack of the 8.5 by 11 cardstock. That's be the 20 sheets. A whole pack of the 6 by 6 in color designer paper and the 5 Stampin' Write markers. All free, added to your starter kit in May. Oh, it makes you almost wish you weren't a demonstrator, right? For those of you who are, that's such a deal. So for those of you who are on the fence about joining and getting a discount, remember, you do not have to do anything for anybody else as a demonstrator. It is all about, well, there's 2 choices, actually 3. Some people in my team are just what we call hobby demos, and they just love the discount. They love getting to order early, taking advantage of specials, along with their 20% discount and up to 25% discount, depending on how much you order, and getting to see things early, but they don't place orders for anybody. They don't have classes, they don't do anything. Now then I have a second level of demonstrator that some have just a few friends that order from them because they love stamping. They don't hold events, or they might get together and stamp with their friends, and then people order from them to help support them. Then I have a few, quite a few, that hold classes and events and clubs, and they actually run a small business. So all levels of demonstrators, and I support them all. So this is a little sampling of, now this isn't in that little starter kit special, but you do get, this is some of the designer paper. I'm missing the pink because I used it all up in a swap, but it's gorgeous paper. Stripes and polka dots, and what is this one? Kind of a subtle, and I really like this subtle because it's not so bright and in your face. This is the pack of cardstock that you get in your bundle starter kit special. A whole, I think it's 40 sheets of that. And then of course the markers and the 5 ink pads. So yeah, it's such a great deal. So let me know if you're interested. And yep, Barbara, you are one of my hobby demos. That's right. And I love my hobby demos. Okay, so I also have another offer for you if you really don't want to get the starter kit special, and that is my in color bundle. Now, as of tomorrow, actually, is it today? No, tomorrow, I can start taking money for those who want the in color bundle. So what that bundle includes is the 5 ink pads, the new in colors. It includes the 5 refills, ink refills, and a whole pack of cardstock, and a share of the designer paper, which I showed. And you will receive these sparkle gems for free once you do that. So the other thing you can do is add on the blends markers, which I didn't bring over here. The 5 blends markers, add those, and you also get a ribbon share. So that you'll get the ribbon share and the gems free when you do that. Now the cost is, let's see, I wrote it down, or $83 for the basic bundle. And when you add on the blends, it is $163. Now shipping is extra. I'll do priority shipping to save you some money. So if you really don't want to do this, but this is the best deal, obviously $82 free. Well, actually, you add in 25. It's you're paying $99, and for shipping is free. You just pay a little tax, and then you get all this and another $26 of your choice free. So you get to pick out $125 in product, and this is automatic. You don't get to change that, for $99. So $207. It's like a crazy deal. Crazy deal. Okay, all right. Let's see. I do want to make note that our annual Stampin' Rummage sale in Minot, North Dakota here is June 15th. So I know there's some of you who, yes, thank you, Janine. I really appreciate your order. You were the first one who I think got online and placed an order with the clearance rack. Thank you, Janine. Anyway, the Stampin' Rummage sale is June 15th from 9 to 2 p.m. here in Minot, North Dakota. If you live in North Dakota, it is a event you do not want to miss. It's crazy, crazy deals. I actually cringe at a lot of the prices people mark their things at. I mean, bundles that were $50 are now $8. And they're not all old. I mean, everybody gets, not everybody. We have about 30 people that sell, and they all mark their own. So punches could be anywhere from $2 to $10, and markers and ink pads. And some people gather their cardstock, marker, ink, refill, and put it all in a bundle for like $8. It's like nuts. I hate seeing the prices because it almost devalues our product, but they want to get rid of their old. And you would fly right into Minot, Joan, if you can. We have an international airport here. So yeah, a road trip would be awesome. But if you need to fly, I mean, I have people that come from a state away, from Minnesota, from South Dakota, even Canada. They come to this sale, and they plan their vacations around it. It's that good. So we fill up my double garage and my I have a curved driveway. It's all full of stuff. It's all stamping and scrapbooking. So yeah, that is June 15th. Now 14th, the night before, I have an early bird sale. For anybody who has purchased from me over $50 in the last 6 months gets to shop early. So that's when you really find the great deals. So if you are a shopper of mine, a customer of mine, and if you're not, you can change that. There's my link right there. If you want to shop from me and take advantage of the sale, it's one that people flock to. I have customers that say, when's the sale? When's the sale? I can't wait. And they work it, they shop at it. It's their highlight of the year. So it's big. So I do want to share that I have a few of my scrapbook kits left. So this is and these are on sale too. These Memories and More cards that have all the little stickers and whatnot are on the last chance list. But this is my scrapbook kit to go right now. It's called Sweet Thoughts, and it is on, it is at flowerbookshop.com. That's where my kits and tutorials are. I believe it's $28, and you get, 12 scrapbook pages. Everything's cut out. You use the cards and to embellish and create titles. No stamping needed. but you get everything you see. All you really need is maybe a paper trimmer, because some of the cards are cut in half or trimmed, scissors. And you even get the gems that I included in the pages. So these are my Sweet Thoughts scrapbook kit to go, $28. And like I said, I have a few left. I ran out of product. I underestimated my product, and I had to place another order. Some are going out tomorrow, and then some will go out later this week because I had to place that order. So let's see, what am I forgetting? I think we're ready to share. So I'm going to share first an easy fun fold. Before I get to the in color cards I'm going to share, I'm going to share a really easy fun fold that we made at my card clubs in April. So this is such a beautiful card, and it's super simple. It features the Meandering Meadow designer paper, and it's gorgeous designer paper. So here are the cards. You see how they create a scene? How easy is that? I mean, when you have scenic paper or something you don't want to cut up and you want to make the most of it, instead of just a regular 4 by 5 1/4 piece of designer paper, you will cut it out at 4 inches and then wide, and then cut it with 3/4 inch on the edge, and then a little bit of hangover with your greeting. It's super simple, but kind of a little bit of a wow, isn't it? So what you do, let me grab my little folder here. You make a score. I believe this is oh gosh, do I have my measurements here? I believe it is at 2 1/8. Yes. So you cut it 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and then you make a score at 2 1/8 and at 4 1/4. So just really make these mind here. Okay, so all different papers, they all work. Now this is Starry Sky. This is one of the retiring colors that is while supplies last. So I found a lot of people were putting their adhesive on the other side, and then like, oh no, I put the adhesive all over. Put it on this side. You don't have to worry about where it's at then. Okay, all right, so then you just add adhesive to this little strip, and your card is halfway made. It's the most easy card I think we've made at my card clubs. Now you can leave a little space, or you can push it way over so it meets up when it's closed. It does not really matter, because how many cards are going to be flat except when you mail them? They're going to sit up and have a little bit of break there. So what I did, this is from the Perennial Postage dies, and this is a little piece from and I cut it in half. I have 2, and then so 1 die cut made 2 cards. And it's just a little piece that goes on the side to attach my bow. So a little something that shows up better on a lighter edge here, like this one, rather than these dark ones. Okay, so the Perennial Postage bundle is still a bundle through Tuesday, but after that it'll be separated and it won't be 10% off. I love the font so much and these dies. So if you really like this, you might want to get it now while you save 10%, which would probably be about $5. So yeah, there's all different sizes, rectangles and squares. So we'll get our Starry Sky ink pad out, and that, like I said, is still available. Put that back in so it is hanging upside down. All right, I'm going to straighten out my stamp. Okay, that's going to go on the front. So a little tap. You don't need to press. Remember, when your stamp is an outline stamp, you only need to tap a few times. And I like to travel when I'm inking, because a lot of people at my classes ink in the middle. So sometimes the darkest ink, if you haven't refilled for a while, is on the edges. I'm just going to look for little fuzzes, because I have kitties that love to play hang out with me when I stamp. Okay, there's that. And then I always stamp off before I clean in my chamois, because then my chamois is not as full of ink. and I don't need to worry about my stamps actually get clean. If your chamois is full of ink, it may not get clean. So I call it tap, 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 and then you're simply marvelous. Always, and that's a little crooked. I'll try it. So then I look, could be crooked on the stamp. Yeah, on the block it is. Just a little bit. So I'm going to drop this down just a little bit and see which one's better. There we go. Not too bad. Okay, clean that up a little bit and we'll finish the card. 2 stamps. That's it. When your designer paper is this lovely. Now you might wonder, where is this designer paper at? It is in the online exclusives area. So I'm just going to get that even. Okay. So yeah, this is, I think it's $12.50 for 46 by 6. And yeah, it's in the online exclusives while supplies last, because those online exclusives can go away at any time. Okay, let me just scoot that over just a little bit. Let's see if I can do it so it doesn't show from the front. With the liquid glue, depending on how much you put on, you do have a little sliding time. Okay, there we go. Now this I want to pop up. And it looks, oh, I still have a few, but I think I'm going to, now one thing, this hangs over, so you don't want to put your dimensionals off to that edge. And I use all my edges, of course. And yeah, perfect. There's still a little bit of pink showing. Let's see, now I have bows made from the Retiring in Color ribbon. This is the Starry Sky. And bows or ribbons and glue dots are best friends. So, oh, I have to tell you that the glue dots are raising in prices. So if you love glue dots, you might want to add those to your order now because, and when that glue dot peeks through the ribbon, I tend to push it so it is more under the ribbon. I should have folded it as I added it, but I didn't. So that does not lay nice. There we go. So there's that. And then lastly, we have our embellishments. I don't know if you can even see them, but I have the brushed brass butterflies, and these are carrying over, so you don't have to worry about not being able to get them if you're not ordering. But we will put a little one here and a little one here. And I'm only going to do 2. I know that bothers some people, but I'm okay with it. On some of these cards, like this one, I did here, here, and here. And this one, I only did 2. Ooh, that one's off of the little sticky. Let's move that aside. So there, aren't they pretty? Oh, I love, love, love this paper. I did do a kit to go with it. So I have a tutorial on my tutorial shop for a bunch of cards, and I believe they're all fun folds. Not positive, but isn't that a pretty card? Now this will have a free project sheet next week, probably Monday or Tuesday. So that is when I try and post my my free project sheets from the previous week's live. So if you love the free project sheets, there's my blog, and they are Monday, Tuesday, and I have a whole category on the side that says free project sheets. So you can just go to my blog, and there's categories of like fun folds and scrapbooking and specials, but one of them is free project sheets, and that's where you'll find all of the things you can print out for my my video projects. Okay, now we're gonna get to new stuff. Okay, brand new products from the new catalog. Now this is the main bundle that I use, and it's called Unbounded Love. Look at those awesome sayings. Greetings. Now these are smaller than they are. They're a little bit bigger. And these are the dies that go with this. Look at those. Now this one's really cool because it has a greeting with leaves. So you can add greeting with a little die cut. So all these banner and greeting die cuts. So cool. Really, really neat. So these, I believe, go on here in different colors. So you can add different colors. So yeah, love, one of my favorite bundles. I was so glad this was in the pre-order that we could get early. Now this is another bundle that I used. I used some of the inside florals, and then I used this die cut for this cards I'm going to show you. This beautiful leafy kind of bow. Okay, so yeah, these are 2 brand new bundles that you could get in your starter kit, and that will be available for everybody May 1st. So that's what we're using. Like I said, mostly I use the greetings on here on these cards. Okay, oh, so much to share. All right, so we made these cards at my team meeting in April. Yes, April. So here they are. So I wanted to showcase every in color, the inks, this bundle, all these greetings are from the bundle, plus the embossing folder. So this one is called Eyelet. Hopefully you can see that. This one is called Dotted Circles. Look at the dimension on that one. It is deep, I mean deep dimension. And that one, oops, don't go away. Almost lost some cards. That one is huge. Okay, so this is the eyelet, and this is the dotted circles. Incredible, right? So what this can do is you could actually do an entire card base with that embossing folder. This does fit in a Big Shot or a cut and emboss machine. So it's just where you can play with it, and it does fit on our standard plates. It will not fit in a Cuttlebug. So that's the eyelet, the dotted circle, and then the last one is the swirly, so swirly. So this is another great big, I'm calling them monster, embossing folders. So this one I sponged over that. So, and that is that beautiful die cut. And I'm going to give you some tips on that die cut. Okay, I'm gonna get, we'll make the, I'll make the purple card. Okay, because I have them all ready to go, and I'll be making the rest after the video, but I don't need to make them all in front of you. So here are the ribbons that I had ready for my gals, and the pieces. And then I also, I don't know if you can see, but did a little bit of, a few pieces of the bow punch. This is the one that's unavailable until later in May, just to add a little more fullness to around the die cut and on the under the greeting. Okay, so let's show you. I guess we're doing the swirly. This I did pre-emboss, so I don't think it even matters which side I did. I'm gonna just scoot some of these away, and first I'll do this. And scoot that away. Okay, let's start with the texturing. So I'm going to get a scrap of paper so I don't mess up my area here. And my sponge, my blending brush, I guess you'd say. Okay, so that's got a little stuff on it. Okay, so softly rub, work it in so you don't get that yucky part. And then you slowly add some color to the embossing folder. And I like how this is turning out better than the one I did, because it was a little bit too dark. I want the embossing to show, but I don't want it to be like in your face. So we'll see if I can get an even, I don't think I'm going to re-ink, because then you get that darkness. And you want to go against the grain so it picks up those the highlights of the folder. Yeah, I think I'm going to be about done here. Just want a little bit. The swirly goes everywhere, so you kind of have to change your direction here and there. So just a soft look. While I have my ink out, I will do, let's see, I guess we're going to do Happy Birthday, I think. So ink in the same color. That's what's so awesome about Stampin' Up! Is our color coordination, right? It is the best part, I think, of Stampin' Up! And I'm going to clean that in my chamois off screen right away so it doesn't stain anymore. Purples and reds stain your pieces. That's just the way of life. Let's see, what did I do inside here? Okay, let's do that with, now this is the other stamp set. So the greetings are from Unbounded Love, and the foliage is from Thoughtful Wishes. So 2 different bundles, both fabulous. Okay, the inside is my traditional, I've got a little stickum going on here. I'll explain that in a minute. And I'm going to do just what I did on that one. I kind of like it. Just a little bit of a shadow. And you would do that on your envelope as well. Okay, just clean that and close my ink because that's it. All right, so we'll start on the inside and do that. Remember, you don't have to add adhesive to the edges. It's not that important to get on the edge of your cardstock because it still is adhered down as long as it's not warped. Okay, so for this, we will add, and I think I'm going to do, let's move this out of here. I'm going to do the, I'll do the polka dot inside this time. And we'll cover up that little extra boo-boo or extra ink I've got there. Now I cut these to length, so these are 6 inches. I just thought, oh, they can be trimmed off after they're put on. So you want to use a strong glue when you're adding paper or layers to texture. Now the polka dotted really needed a strong glue because this is so deep, but this one not quite as much. So then I turn it over and trim. You can always trim off the excess, but you can't always add. If this was too short, when you're cutting your pieces, it may not, you may have a gap on the edge. So I'm going to add some tape runner or seal. And I love the Seal Plus better than the regular seal because it doesn't have that, what do you call it? The stretching and of the adhesive. It comes off in little strips. Okay, so now I can add that to my card front. And my reason for doing it this way, adding my glue here instead of on the back, is I don't have anything sticky here except for a little bit of my adhesive from the tape runner. But that's why I put it, when I know the dimensions, that's why I put it on the back or the bottom of the piece that I'm adding. Okay, now for this. So what I did with this was I used our adhesive sheets, and I didn't totally clean them up. It was enough to cut out almost 100 of these, and I shared a picture of this on my Facebook page so you could see all the supplies that I used to make these cards. So it's just easy to poke out the rest. I don't always do all the work for my people. Let them do a little work. I'm somewhat lazy that way. All right, so peel off some of this. So now when you add, I'm going to share how to do the adhesive sheets in just a moment. And see, it's already coming off. Okay, let's see, there's one more spot right there. Okay, I'm going to turn that upside down. Now, adhesive sheets. When you are die cutting something like this that's so intricate, and you're like, how am I ever going to put glue on there without getting it oozing out? Because this is finely detailed. So these adhesive sheets come in 6 by 12, and when I cut out for a bunch, I use the whole sheet. I adhered this, let's see, is this the backing? Yeah. I adhered the whole sheet to a big piece of 6 by 12 paper and cut out a bunch. Now you don't have to do it that way. This is how you can do it, is cut off pieces, peel off your backing, and I'm going to peel off this other strip. They come with 3 cut pieces, so they're divided, so you don't have to peel off. Now this is like super sticky. You don't want to touch that, honestly. That is super sticky. So now this is ready for die cutting. If I was going to die cut something detailed, where did my dies go? Like say this, I would set that on there. Let's grab it. Set that on there, and it will now be, oh, sorry, this side. Because you want the sticky on the bottom. because once this goes on there, when you die cut it, you peel off the backing. And so the back of the die cut, of course this is the top side, right, will be sticky. So that's how adhesive sheets work. They're with our adhesives in the annual catalog. That's where you'll find them. Okay, little lesson on adhesive sheets. So now what you do is find, that's the hard part, is finding an edge to start peeling. Now, one of my team members was so smart. When she did this, she said, I usually just use a piece of adhesive sheet down the center of your card. Then you can find the edge really quickly to peel off. So smart, I didn't think of that. So what I usually do is just find, oh, well that didn't help much. Find a piece, that must be where the cut was. Really? Okay, come on, let's find the right piece here. And yeah, it can be frustrating to find this, especially on something, I can see an edge there, there we go, on something this detailed. Okay, and really, honestly, you don't have to get it all. This end is not done. I can see the reflection. Okay, nope, that didn't get all the way over here either. Like I said, there's a couple breaks in the adhesive sheet. And I don't know why there's this many breaks. That's kind of crazy. Well, we may just continue. Come on, you. I don't know why I'm going with the edges. There we go. Okay, so now it's sticky everywhere, but I can still remove my fingers. It doesn't make me sticky. So then we're just going to do that, and I can see a little piece of backing right here that's going to show up. Okay, then you just stick. There's no glue. All done. So yes, a little bit of effort on removing that, but like I said, maybe you don't want to do the whole thing, but maybe just a strip down the middle, easy peasy, to pull that off. So good advice from my team member Tracy. Okay, and here we are adding this, and yes, it does cover up, but sometimes that peak is just as special as seeing it all. So yeah, you decide. Maybe the greeting is a little smaller. Okay, I have 3 of these little bow punches. Now I'm going to show you when well, I'll finish. I get so distracted. Squirrel. A little bit much. We'll use another one. Get some glue on there and just sneak that under. Then we'll sneak this under. I'll go this way. Don't want to go outside the card area though, and then kind of press. Those will stay. And here, I lost the other one. You don't have to do the whole thing. Okay, lastly, we have the beautiful shimmer gems in the in color. So, hi Debbie, glad you could join us. I haven't welcomed everybody, and I apologize for that. I get so distracted when I'm stamping. Okay, these are the in color shimmer gems that are part of my, let's see, where do I want to put these? I'll put this one here, and this one here, and another one maybe up here. Okay, so there are, and if you just joined us, these are my in color cards that we made at my team meeting. So I'll be making a set of 2, and I'm sharing them with my good friend Susie. We share cards a lot with each other, swaps and whatnot, helping each other at our events. But yeah, these in colors are on special, so they're going to be in the starter kit special May 1st through May 31st, and they're also part of my in color bundle special. So so yeah, now this glimmer paper is, I don't even have a sample of that, but I have to show you something. Let's see, where are that die that I used. Okay, so we're gonna get this out, scoot these away. I have to show you what I did with some of the leftover pieces. I can be pretty frugal, to put it mildly. I'm not quite cheap, but I'm frugal. So here's the die. Now when you look, there's some really cool like little leaves here that are solid. I guess there's about 4 plus lots of little ones. So I had all this glimmer paper left over. Oh no, where is it? Oh, here we go. So I actually saved a little bit of each color. Crazy. Just because, I mean, I thought, well, I can make something with that. So I'll put it on here so you can see it. So I'm like, well, gosh, that would make a really pretty flower. I could make a little flower with all these pieces. So I did. So I'm going to just show you what I made with those pieces. Oops. So look, what do you think? With just leftover petals from the die cut. Now some did have little bumps in them, and I threw those away because they were not a real full petal, but I kept all of the perfect shaped petals. Isn't that just cool? So I couldn't stop, but how I did it was I have a 1-inch circle punch, could be of any color, added glue, and then I just started adding some of these petals. And I started with the larger petals first. Oh gosh, I can't even pick that up. Now these also have adhesive sheets on them. So you can peel off the adhesive sheets and just glue them on. So you go all the way around with the largest. I don't have a lot of large ones left. And then you start adding the small ones. And then I added a few of the green, the Shy Shamrock for green leaves. So super fun to do. I mean, yes, a little tedious. I'm going to put this away so I can show you the other ones. Oh, there we go. Okay, so here is one in the Summer Splash. Now remember, that's all die pieces from that using the glimmer paper, the in color glimmer paper. And here is one with the, why am I drawing a blank on that? Oh, I'll look at the inklet. Petunia Pop. I was trying to go purple posy. Anybody remember that color? That would not get out of my brain. So these are the cards that I made with those, just using some of the in-color designer paper. This is a centerpiece die cut from the Zinnia dies. And so yeah, that's a little bit of black to bring in that bold pop of grading. Isn't that cool? I just love them. I only made 3, but I might make more with the ones I just showed you. We'll see if I can do that. It was, like I said, a little tedious, and I can see that this one is kind of overlapping. Might need more adhesive, but to fill that in. There we go. So yeah, fun cards. But anyway, I think that's all I have to show for you today. But this uses a lot of the in-color product that you can get in your starter kit on May 1st. So how many of you are interested in the starter kit deal? I would love to add you to our team. We have a great Flower Bugs team that is very active, and you get all my tutorials for free when you join with me. Let's see, I must go this way. You'll get invited to our Facebook group. You can swap with us. You get, we do mystery cards. We do prizes every month. We have challenges. We do a lot. It's a busy group. So I would love to have you join. And just let me know if you're interested and we can talk. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you next week where, I don't know what we'll do next week, but I'll have a plan. All right. What white did I use to stamp on black? Oh, that is heat embossing, Janine. That is heat embossing. So I used Versamark ink and stamped on black. Well, first you need the embossing buddy. The embossing buddy makes a huge difference in your embossing. It prevents scattered powder from sticking where you don't want it. So if you have more questions on that, let me know. But I shared a little bit how to emboss last week on that Joseph's coat technique. So yeah, but embossing buddy makes a huge difference on white embossing on black. However, there's a little tip. When you're doing that, and I could have done that, I have a little bit of a few extras here. You get a black blends marker and it will cover up white on black. It'll make it just disappear. If you have a little spot of a white embossing powder or any color, you just dot it with that black blends marker and it covers it all up. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you watching and hopefully you enjoyed our projects today. All right, take care, and please consider the starter kit, and I would love to have you on my team. And if you need to shop, clearance rack, last chance list, there's the link and the host code. All right, thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.